Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of The Walk Around. Grab some popcorn, get some drinks, and enjoy the show. Alrighty, what's up guys, and welcome back to episode 6 of this season of The Walk Around, which is season 2. And yeah guys, we got quite a cool one today. I must say it's my first time actually seeing one. Normally it's what's known as an LT250. However, I see this is actually a Z250. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely not an LTZ250. So yeah, it's just a normal Z250. The last 250 I saw was drive chain. Yeah, so look at that. You know, normally you're gonna have chain and sprockets and all sorts, but I mean, this is actually a drive shaft. So very, very, very interesting design, I must say. The nice thing about these is that it's instant power. These things have got some crazy power. I mean, the one we had last time, we took it out for testing, and if you just accelerate, these things wheelie, guys. You don't need a clutch or anything like that. These things are some of the, so they're quite crazy. Let's just say that. So yeah, guys, super interesting little machine here. Obviously you've got your LTZs, and also, as I said, your LTs, LT250s, LT50s. So yeah, super interesting bikes, I must say. Guys, on this one, unfortunately, I don't have any information right now because this bike is in lineup for photos. In fact, we did just do the photos. So yeah, all of that information, guys, I'll put it down there in the description. Otherwise, 9 out of 10 times, most of our customers are seeing these videos. They are actually coming from AutoTrader or the website or Elite. So most of the time, they already have the information. But for those of you who didn't come through those different channels, I will have the information down there in the description for you. So yeah, guys, with that being said, obviously, as all of you know, with these off-road episodes, I'm mainly just giving you guys a good look at what's going on. Well, I mean, that's the whole point of the walk around. But yeah, unfortunately with the quads and the off-roads, I can't really speak in terms of performance. So yeah, we're more so just giving you guys a little bit of information in terms of modifications or things that I want to just bring light to. And then following that, we'll have a look at some damage. However, this thing has just been fully reconned, so I'll show you guys all of that. Super cool. And then yeah, following that, guys, we'll give you a nice little startup and we'll wrap things off there, or wrap things up there, should I say. So yeah, guys, obviously first things first, as I said, it has been fully reconditioned. I mean, we stripped this thing down and we painted everything all the way from the frame. We'll have a look here at the front. So you see here on the frame, guys, I mean, look at that. It's just absolutely stunning. Fresh paint all over the frame, all of the framework, even here on the bumper, as you guys will see. But yeah, no, the team did an absolutely stupendous job with this one. I mean, look at that casing. Absolutely fresh, again with the frame looking super nice, even down to the exhaust guard, the foot pegs, the foot brake, everything has just been fully reconditioned and it's looking absolutely magnificent. A seriously good job done by our service center over there. So yeah, just a big well done to those guys for this amazing work. And yeah, guys, with that being said, let's jump into a little bit of the modifications slash things I want to bring light to. I'm going to start off over here with the exhaust. So you guys will see there that we've got a Thunder competition exhaust, definitely not a stock pipe. First time I'm ever seeing that, so yeah, unfortunately I can't speak too much on that for you guys. Then you'll see we've got some nice grips. This is the second time I'm seeing these grips. I'm wondering if we actually have them in stock, because I actually want some of them. They look super nice. I love these dominoes, super clean. And I don't know why, but I like this little notch. I don't know, it just does something for me. And beyond that, guys, there's not really any sort of modification slash accessories. I do know that we've just put a fresh new fuel filter on there. And again, just on this side, you guys can see it's all looking so good. Fully 100% reconditioned there on the engine. And yeah, you guys will see, obviously it's not an accessory, but you guys will see that we do have a nice front light up there in the front. And then over here, this is where you're going to use your reverse. So for those of you who don't know how that works, you'll have your shifter on the left side, and then you'll be in first gear. And what you're going to basically do is put pressure down on that shifter, and then you'll turn this, and that'll essentially just knock it into reverse. And then yeah, super easy. I don't think this one is clutch. I think it does have a clutch. So I think that this is actually one of those like semi-automatics. Okay, unfortunately boys, battery is pumped. So yeah, we'll get that charged up. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, is he the one with the bicycle?
He's the one with the bicycle.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. He's gonna come see us next week Thursday and do like an interview and have a chat.
Awesome. Awesome,
Give us some
awesome.
advice on the camera and so forth, and then we're gonna treat him with an accessory or two for his cycle.
Brilliant. No, that's gonna be awesome. Thursday.
Thursday next week.
Perfect.
Done.
Awesome.
Alright,
So yeah guys, unfortunately the battery is a little bit pop. So yeah, when you want to come in and have a look at this thing, just ask one of our salesmen, either Mr. Paul or Maniki, and they'll be more than willing to show you how this thing works from front to back, especially more so to do with that reverse. It is one of the more common questions that we actually get. But yeah, nonetheless, as I said, it's got reverse and everything. And then up here you'll see this is actually your choke over here. So choke on, choke off, then you've got your off and run. There's your starter button down there. For your lights you've got your high and your low. And yeah guys, I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything else that I necessarily need to bring to your attention, other than yeah, it's just the main thing about this bike is that it's got a drive shaft, and it's just absolutely awesome. So yeah, it's very, very rare. There's only other bike I've seen it on is that the other LT250, and then obviously also the GSs and some of the Triumphs, the adventure bikes. They use a drive shaft as well. So yeah, super interesting. And yeah guys, as I said, once again, just fully reconditioned in there, looking absolutely snazzy. And then under the seat here, there should be a full tab. There we go. Yeah. So then if you want to lift your seat up guys, you'll see under here there's a pull tab. So you're just going to pull that and then lift upwards. And then yeah, there you have your battery and a little bit of storage in there as well. So yeah, there you have that. So yeah, we're going to open that up a little bit later and actually get that battery charged. And yeah guys, other than that, I don't think there's much for me to actually touch on. I don't think there's any sort of damage, but we are just going to have a look. As I said guys, with these off-roads, just remember what they're built for, what they're designed for, the applications that they're going to be used in. Because yeah, I mean, these scratches and scuffs on the fairings, it's absolutely 100% expected. Unless you're buying new quad bikes, yeah, unfortunately guys, you can't avoid this sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised we actually didn't put a sticker kit on. Yeah, maybe it's something that we're going to end up doing, but yeah, nonetheless, nothing really major whatsoever guys. Rims are looking pretty good. I see there's ever so slightly a dent in that front right rim just there towards the front, and a little bit of scuffs here and there. Just want to have a look at the other rims for you guys. Yeah, no major dents or anything like that. You'll see on this rim there's just a dent over there, and then just that scuffing to the rim. Otherwise guys, framework is all looking brilliant. There's no engine leaks or anything like that. Yeah, just a super clean, very well reconditioned bike, to say the absolute least. So guys, as I said, unfortunately the battery is just a little bit pop, so we weren't able to get it started for you. But as I said, one of the mechanics or one of the salesmen, they'll be more than willing to help you. So yeah guys, when you're ready, just pop in. Obviously we're going to get this thing sorted out, so when you come in, if you want to start it, it will start and all of that sort of stuff, and we can show you how it all works and all of that sort of stuff. And then yeah, you can be on your merry way with your new and exclusive and pretty rare Z250. I'm gonna have to check on that because it doesn't, I don't know boys, because I know for a fact our last one was called an LT250, so maybe it is a Z250, but yeah, no, we'll double check on that for you guys. But yeah guys, other than that, there's not really much for me to touch on. As I said, these things are just super powerful, very peppy. I must say the wheelbase is quite, I think it's the wheelbase, if it's the right thing to say, but it's quite a slim bike if you guys see from the sides. So with that being said, I'll just take it a little bit easier on the corners, eh? A lot of the quads, you'll see those wheels are actually pushed out much more. I mean, you guys would have seen the YFZ 450, that thing is just way out. So yeah, very peppy, very nimble as well. As I said, just take it a little bit easy through those corners. Obviously there is a risk of the quad flipping. It's actually the biggest danger with quads. They're so safe, it's like they're extremely safe, and then as soon as you cross the barrier where you get into flipping, very dangerous. So yeah, just take it easy, guys. That's the main thing. As I said, I'm pretty sure that is like semi-auto, because the last one we had was semi-auto. So it's like you put it into neutral, you start it, you go into gear, and then it will actually just go. One of the things that confused me about the previous one is that it had a clutch. So yeah, it's a semi-auto, to say the least. So yeah, obviously you guys, you also get your like NC750 DCTs, the dual clutch transmission. Similar thing there, you've got gears and stuff, but on those bikes you actually don't have a clutch whatsoever. So yeah, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap things up there. Just for the third time. Apologies that we couldn't get you guys a little startup. If you want to start it, if you want to see how it works and all of that stuff, just come pay us a visit, have a chat with one of our salesmen, and they'll sort you out. Guys, if you have any questions, drop them down there in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, guys, that's it from me today. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in episode 7. Peace, guys.